Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel, and I have a book haul. So let me just see how this feels. I've never done this before, but I want to like go get the stack, and I want to bring them in here like real time so you can see the struggle. You want to do that? I thought it'd be kind of funny. Okay, hold on, let me go. All right, so open the door. Is this for real? Okay, I cannot close the door behind me. Okay. Here it is. Okay, we're about to fall. So, this is the book haul. My kid's running here. Alright. Alright, here you go. Alright, so I'm setting these on the floor, separating into two stacks. I'm gonna try to shut it to be the hub. Oh, transparency. Okay, that was not, I don't know if I got a thumbnail on that or not. I usually just take a picture with a thumbnail. I don't think I can recreate that. So, all right. So I did manage to take a picture. Can y'all believe it? Okay. I don't know what I did, but I was able to pick that whole stack of books up again. This time I'm just gonna like, I don't know. Okay, hold on. Okay. This is from the Amazon buy 3 for the price of 2 sale, and a couple at Baker Book House. So we're gonna go with it. I think I need to fix the camera though, because I'm like way too tall. Hold on. Okay, that's better. This is already chaotic, but let's just go ahead and get into it. So yeah, like I said, this is from the Amazon buy 3 for the price of 2 sale. And I may have went a little bit overboard, but it's okay because I plan to be reading quite a bit of Book of the Month books in July. They're already off my shelf. I've taken every one of them off my shelf, so that, like, you know what that means? More room for books on here. Okay, I'm just like, I'm not gonna try to justify anymore, but for real, I have quite a bit of space on my TBR cart where I can put some more on there, and then I've got a lot of space on this shelf. It's like pretty much completely empty. You'll see in some of the videos, I don't know when this is coming out, but some of the tag videos, actually 3 of them, this whole shelf is empty. I've been trying to work through clearing some space and all the things. So I'm constantly unhauling and hauling. I've sold some books on Pango. Again, no need to justify, but just letting y'all know. So here we go with the book haul. Some of these are pure influence buys. Some of these they were on my wish list, and that they were included in a sale. Might as well get them, because some of these books are only $6, $7, $8. Why not? When it's buy 3 for the price of 2. Look here, Bezos got me again, but we're here. Y'all should see the picture. I won't put it, because it is somebody that's like on camera at my house. But the postman had like 10 boxes, it felt like. Not really, at least 5, maybe 7 Amazon boxes. And I know he was like, what did this girl order? Okay, anyway, let's talk. Let's talk about the books I got. First book on the list is The Good Sister, Hey Oshina, I See You Girl, by Sally Hepworth. Oshina gave us 5 stars. Was there any doubt I was going to buy it? We love a good Oshina rec. I'm in a really good mood if you didn't know. I mean, books bring me so much joy, and I'm here. Okay, The Good Sister by Sally Hepworth.
I may or may not read synopsis, little tidbits here and there. These books will be linked below if y'all want to check them out. I don't want to be too long-winded, but I already have been anyway.
This is like very interesting to me, and I think I like it because one of the sisters in the book, it seems like she's autistic or on the spectrum, something like that. So I was already interested in that aspect as well, because that is one of my buzzwords. I don't read a lot of thrillers, but like, obviously this is a thriller, right? Fern works in her local library. She has dinner with her twin sister, Rose, three nights a week. She avoids crowds, bright lights, and loud noises as much as possible. So she has some sensory issues, and she has a very carefully structured life, and disrupting her routine can be very hard. When Rose discovers that she can't get pregnant, Fern sees her chance to pay her sister back for everything Rose has done for her. Fern can have a baby for Rose. She just needs to find a father. Simple. Fern's mission will shake the foundations of the life she has carefully built for herself and stir up dark secrets from the past in this quirky, rich, and shocking story of unexpected love. Very, I don't know, it says I mean, like, what? It says, a compelling, assured psychological twister. This book has a wicked sting of an ending. I mean, what? I need to know. It's very clever. Oh, Sheena really liked it, so if she liked it, I'll probably enjoy it. We'll see. So, added that, and Influenced by. Then I got Dial A for Aunties, another Influenced by Book Talks with Mrs. Thomas. Hey girl. This is a mystery and it just sounds right up my alley. Lighthearted, funny read. Love the covers. We love some good book aunties, okay? It says, I won't read the whole synopsis, but I'll read the little tidbit here. It says, what happens when you mix one accidental murder with 2,000 wedding guests and then toss in a possible curse on 3 generations of an immigrant Chinese Indonesian family? You get 4 meddling Asian aunties coming to the rescue. I mean, we love some aunties now. So, yeah, Book Talks with Miss Thomas, really enjoyed this. And I've got this one and then the one that's like at the wedding. So there's 2 books in this series. So, yeah, we'll see how this plays out. And then I picked up The Raker Keeper by Charles Martin. This is book 3 in his series, The Water Keeper and The Letter Keeper. I don't know what the series name is called. Does it say? Murphy Shepherd, a Murphy Shepherd novel. And this whole book series, trilogy, whatever, it really dives into the subject of human trafficking. So I've got to be in the right headspace when I read this, but this is another Oshina recommendation because she has loved the trilogy and I already had the first 2 books. So because this was in the sale, it was like only $7 or $8 in the sale. That's why I bought it. So I had the full trilogy. Do I need to read it? Yeah. How many trilogies am I going to have before I even start the first book? I mean, what problems? Book problems. Anyway, okay. Then, speaking of the 3rd book in the series, we have got The Dreamkeeper Saga, Lost in the Caverns. This is book 3 by Catherine Butler. Gets out. And it's a thick, this is pretty thick, you know, compared to the others. So, I'm not going to read the synopsis on the back because it's book 3. Talked about this recently in my middle grade book tag, but this series is just a really great Christian middle grade series that has dragons, some good faith Christian allegory that I have personally enjoyed, especially in book 2. I really enjoyed it. So I can't wait to dive into this. I don't know when. It might be more like a fall read. Like this is giving fall. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But I finally have book 3 to add to my collection. So I think there's going to be book 4 too. So, you know. Okay, then I've got The Story People by Heather Kaufman, and this sounds so good. So many of you all have told me you love this book. I put this on my Goodreads want to read. I can't even talk. I put this on my Goodreads want to read list, and everybody was like, I love this. I love this. You gotta read it. You gotta read it. Specifically, Lindsay from Bookstore Christian Girls loves this book, and it just sounds like such a great story. When Ben, I don't know his last name, inherits his uncle's bookstore, he has a secure career and a built-in home, but he doesn't have contentment. As Ben looks ahead to the next chapter of his life, some well-meaning customers scheme to keep him in town by finding him a proper wife on their terms. The moment that author and illustrator Rosemary Berg walks into his store, this is a book called Chaos. Anyway, Ben is captivated and she is overwhelmed by his disarming charm and eerie familiarity. But can she trust him? Or should she trust, what am I saying? Or should she turn instead to an old friend who is finally ready to claim her heart? The Story People is a celebration of stories and the bond they form when shared and loved. It's about having the courage to live your own story well as you give your life over to God, the author and perfecter of our faith. It just sounds so perfect. I'm really interested to read it. I don't know if I'll pick it up maybe August. I don't know. July's already filled up pretty good with the TBR, but oh, it just sounds so good. So I definitely want to read it this year. This is really on my high up on my interest list. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. These are all just influenced by us at this point, but okay, where we at? All right, so y'all knew I loved Fairest of Heart, Karen Whitmire, and I'm loving some Westerns by Mary Connolly and all that good stuff. So did I buy a whole Western trilogy? I sure did. So yeah, these are all on my wish list and I just bought them. At Love's Command, Hanger's Horseman #1. But look at these covers. They look like the ultimate cheese fest, but I'm here. In Honor's Defense. And The Heart's Charge. Oh yeah, I did this out of order. This was book 2, my bad. Book 3 is In Honor's Defense. Okay. But I did pick up all 3 of these, so. Book 1, let's look real quick. It says he's fought through ruthless outlaws and injury, but with her, he's tempted to surrender. Jeez, I'm so good at this. Okay, I really liked Karen's writing in Fairest of Heart, so I bought a whole trilogy, okay? I'm just saying. Ex-cavalry officer Matthew leads a band of mercenaries known as Hangers Horsemen who have become legends in 1890s Texas. We up in Texas now. Love to see it. They defend the innocent and obtain justice for the oppressed. But when a rustler's bullet leaves one of them at death's door, they're the ones in need of saving. Then we got Dr. Josephine. She's used to men taking one look at her skirts and discounting her medical skills. Don't y'all love my southern accent reading this? Anyway, what she's not used to is having a man change his mind in a heartbeat and offer to assist her in surgery. Transparency. I can't say no words. Matthew's dedication to his friend during recovery earns Josephine's respect, and when her brother is abducted, he becomes her only hope for rescue. When plans go awry and Josephine is caught in the crossfire, Matthew may have to sacrifice everything, even his team, to save her. Honey. So these just, I bought them purely because I felt like I would really enjoy them. I'm really liking the Western. I'm in that like Western era. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll read the first one this year for sure. I'll let you watch. Will I? I don't know. But I'm saying it now. So maybe I'll remember. Okay. Then I picked up randomly A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmerer. This is a young adult. I don't know content or nothing in this, y'all. But it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and that's all we need to know. So it's probably real YA, but I've heard it's good. So yeah, I got it. And not gonna go into too much detail because again, that's all we need to know. And then we got The Tapestry of Grace by Kim Vogel Sawyer. And I really like her books. Anytime I read one, they just feel like home to me. With classes paused for the planning season, I can't say this name, Alexander Tall's, school teacher, Augusta, is glad for some meaningful work to occupy her time. She even knows exactly whom their town's benevolence society should help first. Quiet, reserved widower Conrad Rimple and his young twin sons. Conrad, however, is adamant that he doesn't want help. His boys are mischievous but good-hearted. And though Conrad may be struggling, he doesn't want anyone else sticking their nose in and telling him what his son needs or what he needs. For her part, the charity's founder, Martina, is relieved to have a reason to spend time outside her unhappy home. It even occurs to her that she may, through her work, encounter a boy in need of a family and so find a son for her husband since they have no children of their own. This is emotional. Augusta, Conrad, and Martina each have deep needs and desires, and each imagine how they should be met, by reaching out or by being left alone. But God, indeed, knows best. Will the competing agendas of Alexander Tall's residents prevent them from receiving God's help, or will the members of this small Mennonite community find the answers to their prayers in the very last place they expect, in one another? Oh, my heart! This sounds like an emotional read. So they're helping widows and orphans in this story. These a group of Kansas women, it says. So this sounds like a really good story. I don't really know what's going to happen, but precious. Oh, the next book I got was Tipping Point, The End is Here by Jimmy Evans. And this is like a Christian nonfiction, prophetic, end times book. Are we living in the end times? How should believers respond to increasing immorality? Will Christians go through the tribulation? What role does Israel play in God's prophetic plan? All of that stuff. And I picked up this book, and why do they put these stickers on here? I don't know, but everybody and their mama talking about husband's audition. The mama and them. Sorry, throwing a little southern in. Was there any doubt? But husband auditions by Angela Ruth Strong. What's up with this sticker? Bezos, what are you doing? I mean, I done tried to get this off. I might have to really work on this. I might have to give it to Blake. He's always good at getting the stickers off. Literally from that last book haul, I gave him like half the books and he got all the stickers off. With no messes. I was like, okay, he's the one to get the stickers off because I always either tear part of the book off or something. Anyway, no residue. We love to see it, Blake. The hub's always coming in. Anyway, so this is really interesting to me. I read the synopsis already to my friends, so yeah, but we're going to read it here. So Mary, she feels like the last young Christian woman on the planet to be single, okay? So we got this young, single Christian woman. And so she's handed a strange present at her best friend's wedding, a 1950s magazine article of ways to get a husband. Okay, so she decides there's nothing to lose by trying its advice. After all, she can't get any more single, right? Her brother's roommate sees Mary's crazy plan to follow the vintage list as an opportunity, but not to fall in love. Kamika, I can't say names, has zero interest in the effort a serious relationship takes. No, this is a career jumpstart. So he sees this as a career opportunity for himself. So he talks Mary into letting him film every silly husband catching attempt for a new online show. If it goes viral, his career as a cameraman will be made. When Marry Me, that's M-E-R-I, that's her name, Me, that's the show name, okay, debuts, it's an instant hit. People love watching Mary lasso men on street corners, pretend to trip in front of unsuspecting potential beaux, and otherwise embarrass herself in the pursuit of love, honey. So, but the longer the game goes on, you know how this is going. The longer the game goes on, the less sure that Kai wants Mary to snag anyone but him. This sounds like such a good time. I need this, okay? I really need this rom-com in my life, but we're going to have to get this sticker off, okay? I know Oshina read it and enjoyed it. Celestria really liked it as well. I can't even remember everybody who's read it right now. Sounds like the perfect summer read. I'm here. All right, next on the list is a recommendation from Krista over at Books and Jams. She enjoyed this. I saw it in one of her wrap-ups recently. I was catching up on all her wrap-ups, honey, and I was like, oh, another one to add to the list, and it was in the sale, so here we are. This sounds so good. It's not Christian, but it just sounds like such a really good feel-good story, and the way she talked about it, I was so interested in it. So it's called The Lonely Hearts Book Club by Lucy Gilmore. Sloane Parker lives a small contained life as a librarian in her small contained town. So I love a good small town story, right? She never thinks of herself as lonely, but still she looks forward to that time every day when old Arthur, I can't say his last name, comes to browse the shelves and cheerfully insult her. Their sparring is such a highlight of her day that when Arthur doesn't show up one morning, she's instantly concerned. And then another day passes and another. Anxious, she tracks the old man down to only discover that he's bedridden and desperately struggling to hide how happy he is to see her. Wanting to bring more cheer into his gloomy life, she creates an impromptu book club. Another buzzword, book club. Slowly, the lonely misfits of this sleepy town begin to find one another, and in their book club, they find the joy of an unlikely friendship. Because as it turns out, everyone has a special book in their heart and a reason to get lost and eventually found within the pages. Doesn't that just sound like such a feel-good story? Yes, this sounds so good, and I'm here for it. Thank you, Krista, for this rec, because it sounds so good. I always find something unique in her videos. All right, and now we have got some Melanie Dickerson. Let me just see. I think I've only got these two. Yeah, I'm just going to pull these out. No, actually, I got three. So I have been trying to collect some of her books, and these are some more of her fairy tale retellings. So we're here, but they're kind of out of order, so I don't even know what series. I think some of them are Hangenheim series, some are not. I don't know, maybe they all are. Anyway, this one is a Rapunzel retelling, Golden Braid. This one's the one I'm really interested in, and it is The Huntress of Thornbeck Forest, and it looks like Robin Hood, so, I mean, it literally says a beautiful maiden who poaches to feed the poor, a handsome forester on a mission to catch her. Danger and love are about to unite in Thornbeck Forest. Sign me up. Okay, I'm here. And then this one is The Beautiful Pretender, a medieval fairy tale. What is this? I don't know my fairy tales. What is this retelling of? Okay, let me know. Because I couldn't find it in the back, and I'm not very good. So, anyway, got these three. And then I picked up another Mary Connolly, another series of hers I've got. I pulled these out because I already had these. But I got these two at the Christian bookstore at that vlog that y'all saw last. It was like a Saturday vlog where we went to the Christian bookstore in Nashville. And this is book 1, and the Lumber Baron's Daughter is The Element of Love. Book 2 is Inventions of the Heart. So I picked these two up there. But they didn't have book 3. And this is the most recent release. And this is A Model of Devotion. Let me read you a little bit of book 1. With their sharp engineering minds, Laura and her two sisters have been able to deal with their mother's unfortunate choice in husband. What? Oh, in husband until... In husband until they discovered his plans to marry each of them off to his lecherous friends. Look here, dude. Absolutely not. Now they must run away far and fast to find better matches to legally claim their portion of their father's lumber dynasty and seize control from their stepfather. During their escape, Laura befriends a mission group heading to serve the poor in California. She quickly volunteers herself and her sisters to join their efforts. Despite the settlement being in miserable condition, the sisters are excited by the opportunity to put their skills to good use. Laura also sees potential in Caleb, the mission's parson, to help with gaining her inheritance. But when secrets buried in Caleb's past and in the land around them come to light, it'll take all the smarts the sisters have to keep trouble at bay. This is book 1, The Element of Love. So I'm sure that I bet it follows like each sister. What do you bet? So this, yeah, we got Jilly. I bet that's another sister, and Michelle. So I'm sure that this is just following each sister in the story. So yeah, I love when we follow sisters in stories. It's always fun. Good family vibes. So yeah, I picked up book 3 in the series, but read you book 1, so you kind of know what's going on. So y'all know that recently I was in love with Forged in Love by Mary Connolly. This was book 1 in the Wyoming Sunrise series, and this is the new release, so I pre-ordered it. I have it on NetGalley, so I'll review it there, but I did buy it myself. This is book 2, The Laws of Attraction, and I am so interested in this because book 2 follows this widowed seamstress named Nell, and she is in book 1, so I need to know her journey. Plan to actually kind of dive into that sometime this week or next week if I get time before July hits, because I really want to finish this. I need to continue on in the series. I'm still so fresh in the first book that I need to read the second one. And if you've not seen me talk about, I gushed about it in my last recent reads video. Here you go. I will link it below. Then I got Under the Apple Tree by Gabrielle Meyer. I already talked about this in a recent tag, so I'm not going to read the synopsis, but it's a cozy mystery, and you can only get it from guidepost.org when I ordered it, but same one who wrote In This Moment and When the Day Comes. So when I seen she had a cozy mystery kind of gift, so I'm excited for it. I hope I will really enjoy it, but it's a Whistle Stop Cafe cozy mystery type book, so love this cover, Under the Apple Tree. Here we are. And I picked up The Heart's Choice by Tracy Peterson and Kimberly Woodhouse. This is book 1 in the Jewels of Kalispell series. And this cover, love it. I had thought about picking it up for review, but had too many going on. I'd never read anything by either of these authors. A lot of people enjoyed this book, so I decided to pick it up when I did my Baker Bookhouse order. I needed free shipping anyway, so you know. But this sounds really good. It says, they must uncover the truth before it's buried forever. After witnessing a wrongful conviction as a young girl, Rebecca, the first female court reporter in Montana, is now determined to defend the innocent. During a murder trial, something doesn't sit well with her about the case, but no one except the handsome new Carnegie librarian will listen to her. Librarian Mark Andrews' father sent him to college hoping he would take over the business side of the family ranch, but Mark would rather wrangle books than cows. When a patron seeks help with research in hopes of proving a man's innocence, Mark is immediately drawn to her and her cause. In a race against time, will Rebecca and Mark find the evidence they need and open their hearts to love before it's too late? Sounds so good! And then we've got 2 books from Bethany House that I signed up to honestly read and review. The Love Script by Toni Shallow. I talked a little bit about this in a tag recently, my mid-year freakout tag. I don't know if you've seen that already or not, but this is a Hollywood hairstylist, the silver screen's latest heartthrob, and a love that goes off script. This fake relationship story is a must-read for fans of contemporary romance. Shallow offers a sweet romance with a strong dose of spiritual truth. So this sounds so good. I love the Hollywood vibe in this. Get your pre-orders in. It comes out August the 1st. I love all of Toni Shallow's books I have read, which I've only read 2, what am I saying? But the 2 books I've read, they are phenomenal. She always has the greatest faith content in them. Actually, I've read 3 of her books, what am I saying? So yeah, they have great faith content, great characters, always a good time. Really nice romance too, so I know this is going to be a good time. And then Cold Pursuit by Nancy Mills comes out in July. I never know if I'm saying her name right, but anyway, this comes out in July. This is book 1 in the Ryland and St. Clair series, and this sounds so interesting, y'all. I'll read you the synopsis again. Okay, this is a suspense, Christian suspense. Ex-FBI profiler River Ryland still suffers from PTSD after a case went horribly wrong. Needing a fresh start, she moves to St. Louis to be with her ailing mother and opens a private investigation firm with her friend and former FBI partner, Tony St. Clair. They're soon approached by a grieving mother who wants them to find out what happened to her teenage son who disappeared 4 years ago. River knows there's almost no hope the boy is still alive, but his mother needs closure, and River and Tony need a case, no matter how cold it might be. But as they follow the boy's trail, which gets more complicated at every turn, they find themselves in the path of a murderer determined to punish anyone who gets in his way. As River and Tony race to stop him before he kills again. An even more dangerous threat emerges, stirring up the past at Haunts River and plotting an end to her future. What? This sounds like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So, I've never read anything by her, but I hope it'll be good. It's Cold Pursuit. Probably got some plot twists. I've got 3 left, but I won't talk much about them. These 2. Book 3 and book 4 in the Alaskan Courage series. I'm collecting these. So I've got book 1 and 2. Now I've got book 3 and 4. I really need to reread book 1. I loved book 1. And my friend Lindsay Lemus binged the whole series in like a week. Said they were phenomenal. They're on Kindle Unlimited. I don't know if they still are, but they were. I'm pretty sure. She loved them. And I love the first one. And they're the Alaska setting, yes. Their romantic suspense, yes. Danny Petrie, yes. So I need to get back to it. I know Sheena really liked this series as well. I mean, yes. So, adding that to the shelf to get to at some point. I really probably need to put those on my TBR cart so I'll like be more incentivized. But y'all still got 13 or 14 books left of the 23 books in 2023. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll get to these, but we're here. Anyway, then the last book I got was The Book of Signs by David Jeremiah. And this is 31 Undeniable Prophecies of the Apocalypse. Another end times, another end times book. Biblical prophecy, all that stuff. I am here for this. I want to learn a little bit more. So, we'll dive into that. That is it for the book haul. That's it for the book haul.
That is it for the book haul. That's it for the book haul.
I'm crazy. But yeah, that's it for the book haul. I had to film this as soon as I got the books in the mail because I'm not having these sit here all day. Your girl's going to have to put these on the shelf. So I'll be figuring out where these are going to go. Probably pretty random, honestly, but we're here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books down below in the comments. If you want to read any of these books, all that good stuff, let's chat in the comments down below. Hope you enjoyed this book haul. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye, y'all.